Lieutenant Glenn Daniel.
Mr. Startup is here tonight to present these 3 awards to 3 very deserving people. First of all, we are always glad of our relationship with the American Legion. The American Legion has been a very good supporter, an outstanding supporter of ROTC in the past. And in their tradition, they have not only, I will say they support the ROTC, but as you well know, they support many other well-meaning organizations in this community. Tonight, Mr. Startup is here to present the Medal for Scholastic Excellence to Maribel Ortiz for her job that she has done this year in school, in scholastics. And also, American Legion Bronze Medal of Military Excellence to Christy Daniel for her leadership in the ROTC. But also here tonight to give our CO, Colonel Rob Rodriguez, a little bit of a scholarship. And I'm sure that Rob will find some use for that in the future. Mr. Startup.
Robert Rodriguez, this is scholarship fund. I think it's $500 check for you. I know you earned it. First, I want to tell all 3 of you, it's my honor to present this.
This certificate reads in part, Marine Corps League, Department of Indiana Rainbow Medal, a memorial award in honor of the 6 Marine Combat Divisions of World War II fame, presented to those cadets that I named. You are commended for your devotion to the patriotic principles held dear by the United States Marine Corps and the Marine Corps League. Given at Portage High School the 29th day of May, 1991. Signed Howard W. Sutz Miller. Department comment.
I believe, if I remember correctly, last year, sir, your active service started in 1937, is that correct? Colonel, did your active service start in 1937?
Did your active service start in 1930? Your active service started in 1937?
1937. So when he was commissioned in 1937. So
active service started in 1940.
So here's someone who, needless to say, has a little experience would be an understatement. So, Colonel Fire.
Captain Christy Borum, front center. Portage High School has demonstrated outstanding competence in the arts and sciences of national defense and has presented this award in grateful acknowledgement of meritorious contribution to the common good of the United States. Signed Major General Edwin L. Holtman, Army, United States, retired National Executive Director.
Captain Earl McDowell, Indiana Guardsman.
I might add that Captain McDowell's son, one of them, was in the Marine Corps, and the other one was a graduate. He's in reserve. He's a graduate of the Portage High School ROTC program. Then, Gunnery Sergeant John Stafford, front and center. Subject outstanding performance of duty to Cadet John Stafford. Dear Cadet Stafford, congratulations on being awarded the Indiana Guard Reserve Medal for outstanding service. It is an honor for this organization to be involved with the presentation of this award to an exceptional individual. The medal is given annually to a cadet that has performed the assigned duties in a manner that deserves recognition. Your outstanding military bearing, dedication, devotion to duty, and exceptional attitude is an example for others to emulate. Sincerely, Eric H. Schwenker, Major General, Indiana Guard Reserve Commander. Certificate of Appreciation, Indiana Guard Reserve. This certifies that Cadet John Stafford has earned special recognition and is hereby granted this certificate of appreciation for outstanding performance of duty, in witness whereof our signatures are hereto affixed. Given this 29th day of May, 1991. Philip N. Swain, Lieutenant Colonel, Indiana Guard Reserve, Adjutant General.
We were discussing the traffic pattern here previously, and we all agree that there are two seasons in Illinois and Indiana, and that's winter and construction season. And she ran into the latter and is coming over here.
Cadet Nikki Puckett. The Women Marines Association Outstanding Cadet Award to Nicole Puckett is awarded this citation in recognition of meritorious service in the interest of the MCJROTC. Signed, Nancy Wordstrom, National Chairman.
Towards the national organization, and is presented for meritorious service for the person who embolds the characteristics of an outstanding leader, an outstanding follower, and an outstanding citizen.
Sergeant Major Mark Scott, First Lieutenant Tim Bennett, front and center. National Sojourners presents to Cadet Sergeant Major Mark Scott in recognition of the highest attributes of Americanism in support of the United States as a member of the Reserve Officer Training Corps. Signed 29 May 1991, Indianapolis Chapter 66, Mark L. Griffin, Secretary, Major United States Air Force, retired, proudly serving the cause of patriotism. The Military Order of World Wars proudly presents its ROTC Award of Merit to First Lieutenant Tim Bennett. Signed, Colonel Charles F. Long, Chapter Commander.
Presentation of MCJROTC awards, we'd like to start off with the varsity letters. We'll start off first with the drill engineers competition, and we'd like to recognize that POT team with a varsity letter.
Sean Ball, Dave Lapine, Steve Henning, Roberto Leon, Jeffrey Root, Chastity McWhirter, Wendy Raddick, Christy Bora.
We haven't done well in the rifle team for about 60 years. And this year, the members of the rifle team put their heads together and, again, found whatever time was left to practice after school. And they did a job and kept plugging at it, literally. And we placed third in district, which was the first time we placed in district since 1970. 10 years. 10 years. I won far on this.
Rod Rodriguez, Roberto Leon, Jason Shadd, Ken Heisey, and Walter Gershcott.
Who exemplifies that officer leadership that's required of an ROTC cadet. And what that means is a lot of long hours and a lot of selflessness and a lot of caring for others. And I think Rob and Chris both exemplify that.
Maribel Ortiz, Mark Scott, and John Stafford.
In this award, the non-commissioned officers are the backbone of any unit. They're the ones that do the burden of the work. They're the ones who the responsibility is on to do well. In this case, these three people here have settled problems. A lot of parents say, I can't believe my child is a problem solver. Indeed they are. They settle problems and disputes among themselves, and they keep the unit running efficiently. These three people that you see before you have done just an absolutely outstanding job. Good job. The best male and female drill cadet. The female is Chrissy Daniel, who's done an excellent job with the exhibition team this year. And what can we say more about Chuck Cooley, who is the national, the best in the nation in arm knockout.
Distinguished Scholastics, Amanda Akers, Leslie Blackwell, Maribel Ortiz.
And this award is given, there's two criteria. The student must have not only an ROTC, must have all A's, or they must be in the top 10% of their respective class. And you're looking at three students who are in the top 10% of the sophomore class. Good job.
Distinguished military training, both male and female categories. Male category, Aaron Landrum, Roberto Leon, Jeff Root, Eugene Shaw, Rob Rodriguez, Chuck Cooley, Jeremy Pewitt, Chris Chelich, and Mark Scott. Female, Christy Borough, Chrissy Clendaniel, Maribel Ortiz, Tatiana Dick, Chastity DeMcWhirter, Tamara Smith-Boatsy, Wendy Raddick, Karen Shea, Tenna Bradley, Leslie Blackwell, Amanda Akers, and Nikki Puckett.
This award encompasses the all-around cadet. The cadet who not only performs well in physical training, the cadet who performs well in drill, and the cadet who performs well in leadership. And these, indeed, are cadets who do that. Good job.
Long list. Physical achievement. Marksmanship. Rodriguez, Leon, Shad, Ken Heisey, Grishka.
These are the marksmen that placed us third at district. So they are the third best marksmanship unit in the Marine Corps in the 9-state district. Good job, guys.
Ball, Chelich, Lapine, Creasy, Thompson, Getz, Cooley.
Athletics is one of them. These cadets that you see before you have participated either in a junior varsity or varsity sport. Good job.
Longevity and fidelity. Akers, Baelish, Blackwell, Cooley, Creasy, Dick, Heisey, Lowenthal, McWhirter, Ortiz, Pyle, Shedd, Shea, Augustini, Allen, Bradley, Dean, Lanier, Raddick, Shadley, Smith-Boatsy, Stafford, Walker, Rodriguez, Pewitt, Scott, Grishka, Hogan, Kane, and Cantu.
The Longevity and Fidelity Medal is given every 2 years of faithful service. Some you see here are receiving their very first award after 2 years. Some you see are seniors, and they're leaving after their second award for 2 years. And that means they stuck with it for 2 years and they've given it the best they've got. Good job.
Shad, Pewitt, Leon, Landrum, Cooley, Ken Heisey, Mark Scott.
This is the unit that took third place nationally in exhibition drill. Fantastic exhibition squad. Good job, guys.
Color guard, Pewitt, Rodriguez, Leon, Root, Smith-Boatsy, Dick, Akers, Ortiz, Shad, Henning, Ilgen, Ken Heisey.
These people here participated in 12 or more color guards throughout the year. That's 12 or more events or evenings that they sacrificed and a lot more practice time and to benefit the community, to benefit the ROTC. Good job.
Drill Smith Boatsy, Daniel, Blackwell, Shea, Akers, Dick, Ortiz, Bradley, McWhirter, Walker, Raddick, Allen, Chelich, Lanier, Creech, Zahner, Chavarria, Lapine, Augustini, Ilgen.
These are the cadets that participated in the drill meets. This is kind of an extension of the varsity letters that most of them got throughout the year. Some of them received the one in the khaki shirts. The ones in the khaki shirts are freshmen. Some of them participated in their very first drill meets this year. And I can still think back to some very wet palms, particularly yours, in the drill meets. They did a fantastic job this year. I look forward to coming back next year with the seniors' best of luck.
Band, drum and bugle, orchestra.
The ribbon given out for the people who participated in the rifle team matches. Put us on the board.
Last but not least, civic service events. Bora, Henning, Ilgen, Kenheise, Bradley, Dick, Shad, Rodriguez, Scott, Landrum, Heise, John Stafford, Raddick, Shadley, Shea, Cooley, Ortiz, Baelish, Akers, Blackwell, Zahner, Ferris, Lapine, Allen, Bates, Lamas, Christina, Sizemore, Smith Boatsy, Leone, Hewitt, Bennett, and Root.
These cadets all participated in 5 or more civic service events. Civic service events, what is it? Recycling, parades, anything that we can do to help the community, to help other organizations in the community. A little behind-the-scenes work that we do. They volunteer their time. They work for nothing. They work for absolutely nothing except a handshake. As I mentioned, recycling, parades, Lions Club, candy sales, and so forth. These kids put their hearts into the community. Before we close tonight, get ready. There's 2 things I want to say. One thing is there's an officer promotion that I forgot. Force Recon and some other schools there, and we had a very a long bus trip. We got there, got to sleep about, well, we got in our barracks about midnight. I don't know what time the kids went to sleep. And then we started bright and early the next morning, about 4 o'clock. And the orientation consisted of, first thing we hit was the nets that's going up a 30-foot tower on nets, and then going back down a 30-foot tower on nets. And that got us a little warmed up. And then I want to tell you that, let me see those hands again. Every one of these kids rappelled off a 30-foot tower. Okay? Most of them did it at least 2 times. I just looked at Christopher Smallfelt. I was holding the ropes. Sergeant Major and I rappelled, and then we held the ropes for him, for everybody coming down. And you have to, one of the riggers that you go through is you say who's on rappel, who's getting ready to go down, and you'll say your last name. For instance, I would be White on the rappel, and then the person's holding the ropes, the safety man would say so-and-so on belay. It seemed like every time I looked up, it was Smallfelt on rappel. I don't know how many times she went down. About how many times did you go down, Chris? Earl, how many times did you go down? About 9 times. So, and I want to tell you, I saw a lot of kids grow up that day. I saw a lot of kids overcome fear, and a lot of kids kiss that 30-foot wall too. But they really had a a great time. It was a great experience, and they all pulled together as a team. And I wish that the parents and guardians could have been there to see them, see their faces as they overcame these obstacles. But we had a great time. We also toured the Yorktown Battlefield, and they had a very mini tour of Washington, D.C. there. So again, in closing, I want to say that I appreciate I particularly want to recognize the seniors tonight, and I'd like to recognize Rob Rodriguez, the CEO, Rob, Jeremy McEwen, Roger Griffin, Sean Ball, Mark Scott, Eric Gilgan, Gene Shaw, Eric Snyder. And so these seniors, of course, won't be coming back next year, and they have made up the nucleus of the leadership and the exhibition and the drill and keeps things running, keeps me out of trouble, keeps Sergeant Major out of trouble. With that, I'd ask you to stand for the retiring of the colors. Shine the light.